Hey everybody, what a crazy week this has been. Wanted just to take a couple minutes to give you an update. After conversations with our directional team, we've made the decision to cancel all church activities for the next 2 weeks. So what that's going to mean is that we will not gather for worship Sunday, March 15th, or the following week, Sunday, March 22nd. In addition to that, we're not going to be gathering for our community groups that meet during the week in homes. So we will not have community groups the week of the 16th of March or the week of the 23rd of March. We also will not be hosting any student ministry activities or gatherings. So this is just a way for us to partner with the CDC and the World Health Organization that has labeled the coronavirus, COVID-19, a pandemic. We can feel powerless in a moment like this. We're not sure what we can do. One thing that we can do to help with the spread of this virus is to not just get a bunch of people together in a closed space where we're shaking hands and having face-to-face contact. So we want to do our best to not put a ton of pressure on the healthcare system. So the reason we're canceling our activities for the next couple of weeks, 2 reasons. One, really a way to love the most vulnerable people around us. Not everyone enjoys really great health on this day in 2020. And so there's people who are suffering from respiratory issues and other sicknesses and illnesses. And so we want to do our best to protect those around us that we love and we care about, to protect them as much as we can. Also, we want to decrease the pressure on our healthcare system. We have an amazing healthcare system in this country, and we just want to do our best to partner with them. We want to lean on the science, and the scientists, the doctors, the healthcare professionals are telling us that this is a big deal. So we want to listen to that, but we want to decrease the pressure we're putting on them. And the fewer people that they are treating, the better job that they can do, the easier road that they have, honestly. And so as a church, we understand that science is a gift. And so we want to lean on the science. We want to use wisdom, but we also understand that science is a part of God's grace. It's part of God's nature. It's part of God's power. And He has gifted people in this world to know how to respond to some of these things. So the researchers and the scientists and the healthcare professionals really want to exercise wisdom. We want to trust God, but we also want to lean on science, and that's just our posture as a church. So what can you do? You've been hearing probably all over the place. Make sure we're washing our hands. Make sure we're using hand sanitizer. Also want to encourage you, check on the people around you. If there's someone elderly in your neighborhood, check on them. See if there's anything that you can do to help or to serve them. If there's other people in your world who are sick, who are not feeling well, is there anything that you can do to assist them in this time? So check on people around you. Also want to encourage you to visit feedingsouthDakota.org. We don't know what's going to happen with the school system, but should the school system decide to cancel school on some days, maybe next week or the following week, we don't know what's going to happen with that, but should that happen, you may or may not know that there's a lot of kids in Sioux Falls who depend on the meals that they get when they go to school. And so Feeding South Dakota is an amazing organization that helps feed people all across the state, and they do incredible work, especially with our elementary, middle school, and high school kids. And so if there's no school, we want to make sure that Feeding South Dakota has the resources they need to provide for hungry kids. So please go to feedingsouthDakota.org. Even if you go today and you donate $20, that would be an amazing gift. If we can get a group of people to rally around this amazing organization in these days, that will be helpful. I want you to be encouraged today that this is not a surprise to God, that He is at work, and that you can see His divine image even in this situation. The way that He has gifted us with incredible healthcare workers and researchers and scientists and people who are working on this thing is amazing. And so I want you to stand in the promises that God has spoken over your life and to not live in fear. But also, as you process all the emotions that you do feel, I want you to be talking with people around you. I want you to be talking with your family. I want you to be talking with your friends about what's going on inside of you, because these situations bring emotions that we carry inside of us out. And so we want to be able to have this opportunity to share with others around us so that we can be supported in this time. And then I want you to just ask God that He would bring healing, that He would bring restoration. That's His plan. That's what He wants. That's His desire for the world, is to bring healing. So if we would just pray toward that, and that'd be amazing. Thanks for listening to this. Hope it was helpful. Give a little bit of a snapshot of kind of where we are, the decisions we're making as a church. And you can follow Invitation 605 on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, invitation605.com for regular updates. And we hope to see you soon.